Hello,
Oh
everybody.
no!
Welcome to Real Talk Food Network. Tonight we have an exciting show. I think it's probably going to be one of our hardest episodes for the chefs. It's nuts for nuts, cooking with nuts. So we're looking for dishes maybe more than just, the judges are looking for dishes probably more than just some nuts thrown on top of some chicken or some kind of a dish like that. So it's going to be very interesting to see what the chefs make with this theme. Tonight our order is going to be Alicia, Michael, then Christy. That will be the order that they presented. Also tonight, Alicia will be drawing the judges' names. She will put them into a hat, into a bowl, whatever she wants to do. And that will be our picking order for next week when we, the judges, announce who we decided to take to the final. The requirements for that is you have to be selected at least one time as top chef during the season. Okay, so for instance, if Alicia had my name first, I would get to choose out of anyone that's been named top chef, I would get to choose who I want to take first. There's prize money for. We're getting a little bit of feedback, so you guys check with your earplugs or your earpieces, please. Um, there is a $100 gift card for the winner of the overall Ultimate Top Chef. There is a $50 gift card for the person who wins the Stellar Dish Award, which will be announced next week, and also a $50 prize for the judge who chef wins. Does everybody have your phones in?
I do.
Yeah, I can get him.
Or just mute them? Okay, so I think Michael went to get his. He might be getting some feedback there. But anyways, we're going to move forward. So um, without further ado, let's start with Miss Beautiful Alicia. Alicia, what did you make tonight?
Well, first of all, I want to say that I'm very happy to be back because obviously, it was a little craziness over here on the show. And yeah, so even though I'm a mess, I'm here. I'm here. So, what I made tonight was you can see these. These are it's chicken salad. Um, So, and they are in some little cabbage. I made like little cabbage bowls here. So it's chicken salad, and what is in it is rotisserie chicken, and there's no mayonnaise in it. Instead of using mayonnaise, what I did was I did one and a half uh, avocado of an avocado. So I smashed it up and I added lime, I added tomato, onion, like the little not the cherry tomato, what are they, the plum tomatoes? I added onion, celery, cilantro, and walnuts in there. So, and on the top here, I've added some walnuts, and so yeah, it's just a really easy walnut chicken salad. So it's my first time making it, and like this, I've never, replaced the mayonnaise or replaced avocado for mayonnaise, and stuff. So turned out really good, and I thought I'd put in this little like the purple cabbage kind of bowl. It kind of makes it easier to eat, or you can eat it with a fork or whatever. But I thought it was cute and a good size here. So
Okay, great. Alicia, I want to say to start off that I really thought, and I'm being 100% honest, I really thought you were going to bomb this week with what you brought. But you know what? I think you set a good bar for the other chefs that are here tonight because I like that you used cabbage. I like that you went with purple cabbage. I like that you substituted out the mayonnaise, making it a little bit more healthier for those people that are health conscious. And to be honest with you, putting the walnuts in it is a great choice. Overall, I think you really did well tonight with what you brought and presented to us. and I wasn't expecting you to bring something like that. I thought you would bring a dish. I apologize about that. I thought you would bring a dish that was probably chicken with some nuts on top of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
So,
No, yeah.
very impressed.
I
Very pretty.
I found a recipe for it, and I added the cilantro because I'm like lime and cilantro for me just hand in hand. You know, I love cilantro like crazy. So, and the thing that I loved about it afterwards is from touching the cilantro, like I have the cilantro smell like all over the
Oh,
house.
awesome.
So I love it. But I just thought that this was an easy way to just, even eat it like this is a great way because bread is not doing well with me these days. So this is just a really easy way for me. So.
Good.
I like that you did avocado too, because sometimes, like when you see recipes substituting with the light mayonnaise, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
either full fat mayonnaise or something different. And I think that the
Yeah.
avocado was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think it looks great. It looks yummy, Alicia. Now, I have a question. The avocado, did you make it like maybe I missed this, maybe you already addressed this. Is it like a guacamole, like to bind the chicken together, or how did you do that? Or is it
Well,
just...
what I did was I took a whole avocado and then
Mm-hmm.
half of one, and I smashed it up, like just mashed it with my
Mm-hmm.
fork, and then I added just garlic powder, salt and pepper, and lime, and I mixed that up, and then I cut up the little plum tomatoes like in quarters. I took the seeds out, just threw those in there. I threw in some onion, chopped up some celery, put it in there, and then I mixed it in with the chicken. And what I did was, instead of making chicken or whatever, the boys actually wanted to eat some rotisserie chicken. So I took half the chicken and I just kind of like pulled it apart and stuff, the meat, and I just mixed it with that. So
Very, very good. Very good. It looks delicious.
Yeah,
it looks delicious.
It's really just
really pretty.
Did you chop up the walnuts, or are they like are they pieces of walnuts, or is it like just, is it... Did you chop up the walnuts, Alicia, or is it like pieces of walnut in there? I don't think
she can hear you. Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. Alicia, did we lose you? We've lost you.
Yeah.
She's back.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
She's gone.
She's probably going to come back. We will come back to her and let her finish answering that question. Just a second here. Okay. Let's wait for just a second and see if Alicia comes back on real quick, you guys. Just a sec.
Well, we finally made it to Virginia. Yay, look at your hair, girl. Looking good. Oh, I'm going to have to dye it again. People, this is a very, very, very small town, and I walked into this very small Walmart, and people were looking at me crazy, so I'm going to have to go back as a brunette. They were just, like, afraid to touch me or talk to me. Get out of here. Forget about them. Just go for you. Took us 36 hours to get up here, so. Wow.
Okay, Alicia did not make it back, you guys, so we will get back to her if she comes back on. So moving on, next presenting tonight is Michael. Michael, what did you bring? Let me guess, you brought the chicken dish, the heated chicken dish with peanuts on it.
I have two dishes sitting right there. I am torn between which two to show y'all. Which one to show?
You only get to show us one, so don't get crazy.
I know, so, I mean, okay, I don't know. Okay.
Meeny, miny, moe.
I made pecan-crusted cranberry feta cheese stuffed chicken.
Mm.
So, here it is. I can't really see the cranberry cheese in there.
Mm.
But that is the pecan crusted chicken. Let me tell you how I did this. I adapted this recipe. This recipe did not call for it to be a stuffed chicken, and they called for it to be fried, but I don't fry my chicken, so I bake my chicken. So what it is the crust on it is a cup of pecans pulverized in my Ninja very finely, with a half a cup of panko breadcrumbs, Italian breadcrumbs, and flat leaf Italian parsley. You mix all that together. I took my chicken, I pounded it out to a little less than a half an inch thick, opened it up, and then I put about an ounce of this right here. This is a feta, cranberry feta, crumbled cheese. I put an ounce of cheese in each one.
Is that from Aldi?
Rolled it up. Yes, got that at Aldi. And it was like on sale for like $1.75.
Oh, that's awesome!
I
Wow,
mean,
stock up.
and it's 4 ounces. There's 4 ounces of cheese in here. So I put the cheese in there. I rolled it up, and then I took the chicken breast and I coated it in a non-fat plain Greek yogurt, and then I rolled it in the pecan crust, and then I put it in a baking dish and baked it at 375 for 35 to 40 minutes until the internal temperature reached about 160 to 170 degrees. So let me hold this up so y'all can see it a little better. There you go. There's the crusting on it. I mean, I love pecans, and I've never thought about making a pecan crusted chicken before, but it is, and I've never done anything like this. I've never stuffed a chicken breast before, and then put nuts on top of it. So I mean, this is totally new for me, and to tell you, it is absolutely amazing. I cut me off a piece a while ago.
Is it crunchy when you bite into it, Michael? Is it real crunchy?
It is. It's been setting for a little while, so I mean, it was when it first came out of the oven. It was still crunchy. Yes. So. Okay.
Pecans are my favorite. Oh my goodness. Well, my favorite.
I love pecans.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Unless it's like Christmas time, like I don't know. I just don't ever think. I don't ever think about them. That sounds so good. Yeah, exactly. I think of pecan pie. I need to cook with them more because they're so good, and that crust is just perfect.
Yeah, it's still. I mean, you could actually change this up a little bit, and you could actually bake it for like the 30 to 45 minutes, and then stick it in the broiler for about 5 minutes to get a real good crust on top.
Yeah, I could eat that every day.
Yeah.
Without question. Good. No problem.
With the feta cheese, the cranberry feta cheese on the inside.
Yeah.
Oh my
I love
God.
cranberry feta, everything. Yeah.
How did the feta, Michael? The feta, how feta's more? It's hard. It's a harder cheese. Did it melt inside the chicken breast, or is it?
It did not melt.
No. Okay.
But it is still. I mean, it's. I can sit there and eat feta right out of the container.
I know.
Me too. Yeah.
It doesn't really melt as it gets
still
just like
crumbly.
warm.
The feta cheese. I mean, like here's a piece of it right here. I mean, see, it did not melt. I mean, it's still crumbly, like a big chunk of yummy goodness.
Yeah.
Very good, Michael. Very good.
Looks good. It does.
Okay, bring it, Rob. Let me hear your comment.
I'll make that when I come into town next week, Michael.
I will make this for you.
Make a big batch.
Michael, I think it looks really, really good, and I like it. When I said making chicken with some peanuts thrown on top, I meant more of someone making pieces of chicken with like some vegetables in it, within a sauce, a teriyaki sauce or whatever, and then just throwing some peanuts on top. What you did is absolutely amazing. I like anything that's like not crusted as far as fish goes, as far as chicken goes. I think it has an amazing taste. In the end, it's more healthier than using a breading a lot of times when you make the breading yourself. For those people that maybe want an alternative that don't like any sweetness or say cranberry berries or something in there, I think your recipe would be absolutely amazing also with a jalapeno cream cheese as the stuffing, and then between the chicken and then crusted with the pecans. That would be absolutely amazing also. But what you did is really, really great. And another surprise. I thought we were going to come in here tonight and see you guys bringing things that really weren't appetizing or that were just really simple dishes for a theme that I think is probably our hardest one of the season. And so far, I've been very impressed with both. I will say your strong point tonight is imagination of taste and also your presentation. Where you scored a little bit lower on was your plating. And it's probably just because, for one, we only have one thing on the plate, and overall, that's just how the judges scored. So Alicia's not here, but for when she watches it on a retake, I did resend her an invite. She's having trouble getting in, so she probably won't be back tonight. Alicia scored her lowest on her plating. Those probably would have looked better and appeared better to the judges had they been put on a plate and not in a bowl. And she scored high on imagination of taste. So really good job to both of you. Does anyone have any more questions for Michael, or does any of the other chefs have any comments about the dishes that we've seen so far tonight?
No, I'm super impressed.
No, I really like the idea, Michael. I would wanted to say that for the inside feta, I know you have the combination cranberry feta, but it would also be good to have either plain or that mix with real cranberries chopped or entered in the center as well, just to give it that extra oomph. I'm a cranberry addict.
I mean, you could use those dried cranberries if you didn't have like cranberry feta.
Yeah. Yeah, you should, that's what I'm saying.
Feta actually has
awesome
dried cranberries in it.
Yeah, but I'd add
looks
more.
So good.
I'd add
Aldi
more.
is the best. It
I love Aldi.
It's the best.
I'll tell you, we buy 95% of our groceries at Aldi's every 2 weeks.
Too.
Yeah, we don't have Aldi's.
We don't either.
You have Winco though.
No, we have. We don't have Winco.
We have Winco. Winco moved into Arizona, but they're not in my area. And see, baby, don't drive that far to get stuff. All right.
But this chicken would have been good with, like Rob was saying, with the jalapeno cream cheese with like some crumbled bacon.
Oh yeah,
bacon,
all that.
yeah.
All that. That goes without saying.
Yeah.
With some cranberries on the side.
Oh yeah.
Two amazing dishes so far. Let's see if we can make it three as Chef Zen tonight.
Okay, guys, it feels weird with these earphones in, so I'm just going to talk anyway. Tonight, I bring you something that will probably be a little different for you guys expecting from me. So I brought the no-bake cashew coconut bar. I don't know if you can see it. Let me put my screen down. I have it plated here in like a little sauce, Chinese, Japanese sauce thing. And in one side here is the bar. I'll lift it up. It does have coconut on it, and it is supposed to be refrigerated for a while, so I don't want to like mess it up. But there it is from the side, from the top, and I'll put it back down. And in here, it's all gluten-free, organic, and what else is it? It's from a website called Big Man's World blog on Pinterest. And on my other side, I just have some additional coconut and some chia, because I really like chia. I might dip a piece into the chia. It's a little bit moist, but it's not super moist. It is a no-bake recipe. So let me get down to business and show you how I made it. Well, I'll tell you how I made it. And I'll hold it up here while I talk. This actually has 117 calories per bar. I figured I got 20 bars out of my 9x9 size pan. It has 5.9 fat, 3.1 sodium, 33.1 sodium, 6.7 carb, 1.9 sugar, and 3.5 protein, because I did add protein powder to this. This was also an optional ingredient, which I chose to add. So basically,
the ingredients consist of 1.5 cup rolled oats that you make into flour. You pulverize it in your Ninja to flour. Then you use 1/2 cup oat bran, which is gluten-free. 1/4 cup cashew butter, which I made myself by grinding the cashews and adding a little oil to it. Then 1/4 cup rice syrup, but I didn't use rice syrup. I went with agave, the light agave instead. 2 tablespoons coconut oil. 1/2 cup cashews. I did not add additional cashews because I figured it was like enough. Having the other part of the cashews, which was the butter, I didn't want overkill. A little sea salt, a 1/2 teaspoon sea salt, and then 1 teaspoon plain whey protein powder. So these are very delicious. I could take a little bite for you. Actually, with this calorie range, I could take a bigger bite.
Looks
They're
good.
the inside. They're chewy, just kind of like an almond joy. But it's not full of like straight sugar. It's full of real coconut. I did add. I want to say, I also added coconut to this, and I think I left that off my list. Writing it down. This has 1/2 cup of coconut in it, shredded coconut in it as well. So I'm sorry I left that off.
Wow.
So yes, it has a very coconutty flavor. The nut, the cashew butter that I made, kind of gives it a nutty sort of taste, but it's not overly so. The other thing I want to tell you guys, I know it was my bad. I scooped the cashews out of the bulk bin, and it did say raw, but when I got them home, I tasted one, and it was actually salted. So I'm surprised that these don't taste salty because I hate that taste. But they were actually salted cashews, and they're not supposed to be, but they were. And I was kind of mad because in the bin they had they were running low, and so when you would scoop your cashews up, there'd be a lot of dust. I'm like, I'm not paying for dust. Try to dang the dust off. And give me the whole nut so I can grind them myself. So. Anyway, so I thought it was a cute idea to plate it this way because this is like a single serving, or if you had 2 or 1 for you and a friend, you could have 1 on each side. And I added a little coconut on the top as a garnish. These bars are about 1/2 inch thick. If you can see there, I have it kind of sitting up on the side for y'all. And because they're no bake, there's no crunchy parts on it, but I guess you could bake it if you wanted to for a few minutes to try to firm it up. It's supposed to be in the fridge 4 hours. But again, I had to cheat the system because I didn't have 4 hours, so I stuck it in there for about an hour, and that's why I pulled out 1 and left the rest of them in there. I smashed them down into the pan with parchment paper and like a spatula, like a rice spatula kind of thing, how you pull out your rice cooker. That was a really good thing to press it down with, and then I put the parchment paper and used both of my hands and just put my weight on it, and that did the trick, needless to say.
They look good.
Yeah.
I have a question, Zen.
Yeah.
Okay, you have seeds on the other side. What do you do with those seeds?
Well, those are optional. That's just showing you could have an optional topping of the chia. And I might just take a piece off when I'm not on camera and dip it in the chia because I have not had my chia quota for the day. I thought they kind of looked cute in there next to the coconut. And if you didn't want coconut, like double coconut on top, you could put maybe some smaller pieces or some bigger toasted coconut pieces on top, but they're no bake, remember. And then, or put just chia on top if you're into chia. I mean, I have to eat chia every day, so I figure I just want to put it over here and have it with the coconut because it's going to taste delicious together.
How sweet is it? Like, what would you compare it to in terms of sweetness?
Well, it brings to mind almond joy, but it is not that sweet. The consistency and the texture is kind of thick but not sugary. Because of the rolled oats, I think in the oat bran, it has more of almost a brownie sort of consistency, a thicker, chewier brownie. And with all that coconut in there, it's very chewy. But not so chewy that your mouth is dry. It's not dry. And I think that, you know, you could actually tweak the ingredients in or out, add a little more of this or that, however you like it. If you don't like coconut like I do, you could add less and maybe put something else in there, some peanut butter or some almond butter if you don't like cashews. You know, whatever floats your boat. And they actually have a coconut-flavored almond butter, which is very good. But I wasn't going to put like a cup of that in here. I want that in the jar. For future reference.
Well, I definitely like the plating of it, and I think it's a great idea, and it's nice to see a dessert that was brought that has some form of nut implemented into it. So I think it looks really good. I think the imagination of the taste would be great. It is definitely something that I would try. I can take or leave sweets of that kind. Where I run into problem is more of like the cake and things like that. But I think I would be totally fine with something like that. So, and like you said, you could do all different kinds of things to add it and make it your own as far as the topping and that kind of a thing.
Yeah, you sure could.
Tonight, your strong points were your plating, presentation, and you were scored lowest on creativity. I don't really know the reason for that, but that is the area that you scored the lowest in. But you did score high in the other areas. So I think it is an amazing dessert that you can make. I like the fact that it's simple. It seems like it would not be messy, even with toppings on the side. You know, so I think that's good. Something that's mess-free and something you can eat up. It reminds me of a lemon bar. I ain't even gonna lie.
Right. Yeah. It's not sweet like that. It doesn't taste lemony at all. But yeah, it's just the perfect sweetness. And see, I could actually roll it into a ball. It's soft enough for me to roll it into a ball, and I could dip it down into the seed. So I could actually maybe make like 4 balls out of the 1 bar or 5, depending on how small I want to make them.
Right.
And that'll help me spread it out, and I'll eat it slower.
Yeah. And the good thing is if you didn't, like you were saying, if you didn't top it and you made a big portion of it, you could top it differently every time you have it, depending on what you want on top of it. So,
yeah, you could roll it in cocoa powder, you know, or you could roll it in carob chips, or some shaved chocolate. Yeah, peanut butter on top. Exactly. Here it is with chia.
It's so cute.
Michael, we lost Michael too.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Christy, do you have any comments for Zen or anything about her dish that she made tonight?
It looks good. I like it. So, and the chia seeds, I love chia seeds too. I put it in everything. So
they're amazing on it. I just tried it.
I like coconut, but I'm not I don't like eating coconut. I think it's a texture thing, but I love coconut oil, you know, everything else, but it's just the texture of it. So, but it looks good.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Okay, Christy, let's go on to you. You are our 4th and final chef tonight. Let's see what you made.
I made a avocado chicken salad.
Oh, there you go.
But mine's a little different. I have a little radish here in the shape of a mushroom, so I garnished it as a mushroom.
Oh, no, that's adorable.
And then instead of using bread, I used pickle cucumbers to dip my chicken salad in. And what I used was 1 rotisserie chicken, and I shredded it in the KitchenAid. And then I added my avocado with some brown mustard, onion powder, garlic, and lime juice, salt and pepper, and I put that in the food processor, so it's almost like a guacamole. So I mixed that together, and then on the side I also put in the food processor some carrots, red cabbage, and radishes inside of it with some sunflower seeds. So sunflower seeds are in there, and I just processed the vegetables, because that's the way my kids, I could sneak vegetables in. And believe me, we tried it with sunflower seeds, cashews, and walnuts. I had 4 people here taste testing it, and everybody liked it with the sunflower seeds. So that's what we picked for tonight. So I made the avocado chicken salad, and it really does. Taking no mayonnaise and putting the avocado in is so much better, and it's real moist.
That's so funny. That's what I had for dinner. Not with my radish wasn't cute though. I didn't have one. I'm just saying. But I had chicken salad, avocado, and I actually put a boiled egg. So
Yeah.
just for speed, you know.
But it came out really good. Everybody liked it, and that was my dish. And actually, the stats on this, I got the stats on it, and it's 190 calories a serving, 8.5 grams of fat, 5.6 grams of carbohydrates, 3 fibers, and 22.5 grams of protein in it.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
you process the chicken. I've never done that before. Like,
yeah, I took the rotisserie apart and I put it in my KitchenAid and it shredded it up so it's real moist and shreddable. So you can even do that with regular chicken breast. Take a blender and blend up your chicken breast after you cook them and it shreds it up.
Wow.
I've never done that before.
Yeah, I haven't either.
So yeah, like it's not like the chicken salad isn't necessarily chunks of chicken. It's more like, okay.
It's almost a texture of a ham salad, you know?
Or pulled pork, you know,
Yeah.
right?
It
Tuna
has that,
salad.
yeah. Yeah, it's got that kind of texture to it, so.
Christy, if you were going to use, first of all, I think it looks great. I like the way you plated it. I like the extra effort you put into being creative with the radish there. So my question is if you were going to use something as an alternate besides like those pickle chips or like say a carrot chip, what would you use as something to use that to put it on?
I mean, we've tried it with Triscuits, rice crackers. We've tried it with. You can wrap it up in lettuce or spinach. You know, it's really good either way. I mean, it's good to eat it right out of the bowl or wrap it up in a lettuce or a vegetable. I bet you it'd be good on, I don't know, on anything. I think I'd wrap it up in lettuce right now if I had some leftover lettuce.
Right.
Yeah, that's how I eat it too.
Yeah.
I like the pickled cucumber idea. I think that's cool. I like that.
I know. They're really cute little pickled cucumbers.
Yeah.
Really cute.
I think that would be.
Not as cute as
And
that
I love
little
the
mushroom.
radish. Yeah.
I love the
Really
mushroom.
It took me an hour to figure out how to make that little sucker, but I got it.
You got me on the cuteness, Christy. Love it. Love it.
Thank you.
Love it.
Thank you.
I'm just waiting on a final score to come in, and then I will let you know, Alicia and Michael have both texted that the system is not allowing them back in. I have sent separate invites, so we will see if they are able to get back in, and if not, we'll just move forward without them, you know what I mean? So, give me just a second. Tina and Brooke, why don't you talk about something or whatever while I tally up scores?
I haven't seen you in forever, Tina. How have you been?
Good.
I don't think I've talked to you in like a month.
Yeah, I've been on the road. I've missed being here with you guys. I've been traveling, so.
Yeah.
Are you done with all that for now?
Well, yes, I'm going back to Colorado the middle of August to bring my daughter to college. And other than that, yes, I'm home now for a month and a half.
Well, because you went just to like the orientation, right?
Yes.
It wasn't like the send-off.
No, not yet. No, I'm not ready for that yet.
Oh, man.
No.
Got to buy all
Is she
that
living in a
furniture.
dorm?
Yes. Yeah.
You got to get the refrigerator and the freezer and the food processor and right.
It's a beautiful campus. Colorado State it's wonderful. She's going to be studying. She got into the honors program with the animal science. So we're super proud of her. I think she's going to do well.
Good for her. She must have worked
Awesome.
hard.
Yep. She's very smart, like her mama.
Here we go.
Here we go. No, that's right. That's where it comes from. It's always the female side.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I think Ben's smarter than me.
Well, I think some men are maybe smarter in some subjects, but mostly women take it.
Okay. So we have the scores all tallied up, and oops, hold on, keep talking. Sorry, I jumped the gun. Sorry.
Never mind. You know, I had a hard time getting in too. into this.
Yeah, I had to go to the hangout.
Yeah, that's how I had to go to. I still haven't got my invite.
I don't know. I haven't checked my email. That is so weird.
Yeah. It was kind of like when it first started, it would do that a lot.
Yeah, I don't have my invite either. That is weird.
It's very
I
strange.
haven't done this in like a super long time.
Never happened.
I am just going to town on this watermelon.
Oh, I love watermelon.
I can't stop. All right, the results are in.
Hold on.
Never mind.
We bought a cantaloupe today from a farmer's market out here, and the cantaloupe, I swear, is this big. You got half of it?
Oh, wow.
It's the perfect time of year.
He's cutting it right now, and look at the size of the sucker.
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
Huge. $2 for this sucker. That's it.
Great.
Yeah.
That is great.
They were big. We just had a field day at the farmer's market.
You like it there?
It is so beautiful. The weather here is gorgeous, and the people are friendly, and it's just, I love it here.
Are you in Ohio?
Oh, nice.
No, we're not in Ohio yet. This is a temporary move till we get to Ohio, so.
Where are you moving to in Ohio?
I don't know. We're looking. We're waiting for my husband's 401k to come in, and once it comes in, then we'll take a weekend and go up there and look. We're looking Lorraine area, maybe Dayton, Cincinnati. I don't know. Everywhere we're looking.
I live in Columbus.
Oh, okay.
Cincinnati is amazing. I love Cincinnati.
Yeah. Well, I lived in Dayton for 8 years, so I loved it out there, too.
That's like right down the street.
I know.
Like, what, an hour and a half?
Yeah, it's not far.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Y'all be grilling pizza.
I'm
jealous.
doing it, Zen. I made it on Friday.
I have not watched your video. I saw it, grilled pizza. I'm like, oh, I got to go back and watch that one.
I wouldn't have made it if you didn't remind me. It's like I almost forgot. Now I'm like, now I'm obsessed. Like I want to make it, every day. It's good.
So the results are in, and Tina is going to announce our runner-up tonight, and Brooke will announce our top chef, and then each of us will select our stellar dish. Next week is the drawing for the stellar dish competition, so this will be the second to the last week for people to get a chance to get an entry. Of course, the top chef always gets an entry, and then each of the chefs picks one person as their stellar dish for the evening. Go ahead, Tina. Let's go ahead.
Okay, so tonight our runner-up with 108 points goes to Mr. Michael with his pecan-crusted chicken. So congratulations, Michael.
Maybe you're watching this later.
Yeah.
The winner with 110 points is Chef Christy.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I think probably that the radish definitely was that competitive edge.
Thank the little radish right there.
Yeah. You can pop that up, so bam! Okay, so let me pull the judges since Alicia is not here and ask each of you, what is your stellar dish for the evening and why did you choose that particular item? Let's start with Brooke. Brooke?
My stellar dish for the evening was the one that Zen made, the bars. I kind of in my head envisioned someone making a bar because nuts and baking are kind of go hand in hand. But the fact that it was no bake, and I'm kind of picturing like a Lara bar kind of vibe going on with it, and you can roll it. I don't know. I just thought that it was really, I thought it was cute. Yeah, I really liked it. So.
Okay.
Good job.
And Tina, what about you? Okay, my stellar dish tonight goes to Michael with his pecan-crusted chicken. That is something that I am going to make. I think it looked very delicious. It had all the ingredients that I love and that I can eat, and so I chose Michael's dish tonight.
Okay. And for myself, I'm choosing Alicia's dish. I loved the way that it actually looked. The only thing that I'd probably substitute out is I would not probably eat the cabbage. I would use a piece of bib lettuce instead. But I like the fact that she chose something other than the normal piece of like a regular piece of romaine or bib lettuce. Because I don't eat cabbage, therefore I would substitute it out. But I think her mixture and everything looked absolutely neat. I like the fact that she had put the walnuts in there. So overall, I think her dish was a stellar dish tonight, and that's who I'm giving my stellar dish to. So we'll get those added in for the drawing next week again. You don't have to be present because I know Zen may not be here next week. We're not quite sure. She has a work-related thing going on. But even if she isn't, it doesn't matter. She doesn't need to be here to win. But the winner of the stellar dish, who has been entered throughout the whole season, one name will be drawn, and that person will win a $50 gift card. Since Alicia is not here, we do have to do the drawing. I have 3 names inside of here. Okay, one is Tina, one is Brooke, and one is mine. This is the order that we will select next week after the main show. Next week's show is an hour and 30 minutes, you guys, because we'll be selecting the winner of the Stellar Dish Award, as we said. And then the judges will be choosing who they're taking through to the final. Now, everybody is eligible to go through to the final except for Alicia. Alicia will have to win next week, or she will not be eligible to go through or be selected to go through to the final, because you had to have won Top Chef at least one time during the season. Now, Alicia does hold a, I was going to say get out of jail free. Alicia holds a wild card, which allows her to select one person who has appeared on the show throughout the season and will have, that had appeared on the show to put through for the finale. That person does not have to have been named Top Chef. So Alicia does not have to use the wild card if she chooses not to. The only stipulation for her is she cannot choose herself. So Alicia could not choose herself to go through, be put in the drawing to go through to the final. So let me go ahead and, ooh, I just dropped them. Hold on. Here we go. Let me shake those up. I'm shaking them suckers up. I'm mixing them up real good. The first person who will get to choose next week is myself.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, no, you guys, you know I ain't cheating y'all. Okay, second selection will be Brooke.
Okay, and I'm going last.
And we got to do it for the purpose. I mean,
okay, Rob.
Okay, and going last will be Tina. Okay, so next week I will choose first the person that I'm taking through, then Brooke, then Tina. So that's the order for next week, the picking order. So that's what we have. It was an exciting show, you guys. I'm sorry we lost a couple people along the way, but not the end of the world. Congratulations to both Christy and Michael. Congratulations to Zen, Michael, and Alicia for making it into the Stellar Dish competition. You know, you only need your name in there once to win. There's a couple people in there. Zen has several entries. Christy has several entries. Michael does. Alicia has 2. And Jazzy, who appeared on the show, has 1 entry in there for the pizza that she made. So you only need 1 entry to win. It's the luck of the draw, and that will be done next week. So we want to thank everybody for watching the show. We look forward to you joining us next week because our theme is going to be really exciting. Our theme next week is a signature meal. So the chefs will get to prepare a meal because the judges are coming to dinner. So they're going to cook what they would present to us as a dinner. So they can do a main dish, a couple sides, a dessert, whatever they want to present to us. There's no limit on that. It's their signature meal that they would present to us, okay? So next week is going to be an hour-and-a-half show. We're looking really forward to it as we're wrapping down the season here. We have new exciting things coming up for season 4, and we'll share those with you guys next week. And thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.